What's up, guys? Mindless again. Back with another piece I wanted to share with you fellas out of my collection. And kind of something that I was curious about, so I figured I probably am not the only person who's curious. So today what we're looking at is a Todd Beg full custom Quaken. And these are very rare. In my collecting, you know, I've heard numbers like there's 10 in existence, there's 20. All I know is that there are very, very few, and those that have been lucky enough to score one don't really get rid of them that often. And to be honest, the first time I ever saw one of these was on Brian Dunn's channel a couple of years ago, and I think he had the prototype, and I was just like, holy crap, you know, whenever anybody talks about Todd Beg, it's always about the bodega, and then the glimpse, and then the Quaken really didn't get too much press, but I think honestly it's one of the most beautiful pieces he's ever created. And in recent time, I'd say in the last few weeks, you know, Todd Beg has teamed up with Reate knives, and they came out with the Steel Craft series. So basically, I think Todd Beg's own production company, that's being the machining's been handled by Reate, David Dang. So this piece has come out on the market. This is the mid-tech version of this knife, and I think it's kind of an amazing, they did an amazing job, bottom line. So what I wanted to do is kind of talk a little bit about the two pieces, or rather we'll talk about the custom and then we'll compare the two. So I'm just gonna pull this off to the side. But this piece actually came out of a private collection, and the guy had two of them, believe it or not. And honestly, I was lucky enough to be offered both. He let me choose between the two, and this one is, the handles are carbon fiber, low black carbon with silver twill carbon fiber inlaid, like, honestly, amazingly, you cannot tell a difference, with titanium liners that are, you know, Beg's famous cracked ice finish. The back spacer is lightning strike carbon fiber, and like all Todd Beg's, it's running on IKBS. And the beautiful part here is this Damasteel blade, gorgeous pattern on it, gorgeous grind on this thing. And this is a big knife, guys. 4-inch blade, like 9.5 inches overall length, so it's no joke. And thickness is even more amazing. I mean, this thing is ridiculously thick. And when we compare it to the mid-tech, you'll see where the difference is. Normally you'd see Todd Beg USA for the customs, and then you'd see IKBS on this side. And since it's Damasteel, he didn't etch it in there. And what he did, and one of the main reasons I actually picked this model over the other one, was this one actually, if you could look in there, you'll see Todd Beg hand signed the inside of the scale, and it's jeweled. The entire inside of the scales are jeweled and then hand signed. So for me, yeah, you guys know I like that hand signed kind of stuff. So this is the Todd Beg full custom Quaken. Just amazing. And what's amazing about this knife is really the action. Like all Todd Beg knives, action is amazing. But this even is better than my bodega. The smallest input, like if I barely break the detent, that's how far it goes out. So with a little bit of action, it flips super hard, extremely smooth, and it has this really amazing sound when you close. It's kind of like a muted. It doesn't sound or feel like metal on metal. It feels like the stop pin is made of carbon fiber or something. It's just a very unique feeling. Flips perfectly. There's the lockup. You can see the engagement is very early but solid. And guys, you know, bodegas are rarely full customs. The majority of bodegas that people have are kind of Todd Beg mid-techs. This is a full custom, and I honestly haven't handled too many full Todd Beg customs, and now that I own this one, I've had it for a while now, a few months, the quality and the level of craftsmanship is ridiculous. Honestly, I don't know how he inlaid the two carbon fibers, but there is zero transition between the materials. And he's basically used 3 different types of carbon fiber. So this knife weighs nothing, you guys. The other one that I had an option to take had inlaid zirc. So where the silver twill is, it was zirconium, and I swear it weighed like a pound. This weighs nothing, absolutely nothing, and it's absolutely beautiful action. Definitely a rare piece, and definitely something I wanted to share on the channel, just because it falls into that centering is money. I mean, this knife, there was 0 you can pick apart. It's running on ceramic bearings. There's the famous pocket clip, executed perfectly. I mean, it's perfect. Honestly, you cannot... I know the shape and the materials used isn't for everybody. Personally, I like it. I'm a car guy. Those who know me know that. I love carbon fiber, and I'm a big fan of Damasteel too, or Damascus. Either way, I'm happy, but Damasteel has that shiny background, and it looks amazing, and you still get the patterning. The knife is wickedly sharp, and just as smooth as can be. So that's the custom piece. And what I was looking for was, I don't know if you guys know, but I have a lot of production knives. I carry mid-techs too. The channel, I'm just showing you all my, like, the rarer custom pieces. But I was like everybody else when we saw this at Blade. Man, I was stoked on it. I'm like, a big 9-inch knife that's a mid-tech that I can whale on. It's going to be in a stone wash finish. It could take the abuse. I mean, think about it. I'm not going to carry this thing around and damage it and use it. I may use it to cut some fruit or something, but I'll never cut boxes with it. It's just too valuable and beautiful. This is art. This is a user. And it flips just as hard. It really does. As far as stats, they're exactly the same. Length is exactly the same. Blade length is exactly the same. The difference comes in thickness. If you look at the custom on the right, it is literally almost double on the scales. And this actually is heavier than the custom. But as far as Reate's execution of Todd Begg's design, honestly, it's freaking perfect. Honestly. A lot of guys would love to own this. It's not about the money, it's about the availability. It's just difficult to find, and you can have basically the same action in a mid-tech that you don't mind pocketing, and it's a lot thinner. It's just amazing. So I wanted to put them together so you guys can check it out. Action-wise, though, same IKBS system, just as smooth. And there's the Steelcraft logo with the ceramic IKBS logo. I mean, Todd Beg did amazing work, and working with Reate was definitely the right call. These are hugely popular. I'm seeing them begin to hit the secondary market, and they're not overpriced. They're maybe 10, 20 bucks more than what like Blade HQ is selling it for. But if you get lucky, you can find somebody selling one off for, sub $400, and it comes in beautiful packaging. It's a great knife, guys. This mid-tech is awesome. Or I don't even know. I mean, this technically is not even a mid-tech. I mean, his bodegas, this is technically a production knife. That's amazingly close to the custom. It's shocking. I mean, look at exactly the same dimensions. Again, it's only thickness that separates the two. Obviously, the finishing and stuff, obviously, guys, but thickness as far as dimensions are the difference. So I kind of was looking online when I was doing the research on this, and I had not seen anybody comparing the two side by side. I think Terra Fanatic did it while he was at Blade Show, but I don't remember seeing them right next to each other. So I figured, you know what the hell, this is interesting. And for a lot of guys that are considering buying this, especially around the holidays, it is right there with the custom. Obviously, the custom has the materials, the size, the hand finishing, and the blade steel, but honestly, look at that, guys. It's amazing work, truly amazing. So if you're thinking about getting the production Quaken, I'd do it. It's got the lock bar insert, which this custom doesn't. It's just titanium on steel, but done, executed perfectly. Zero lock stick. Again, flipping action is just barely touch it. And if you get on it, like you push button it, flies. Really amazing. Typical Todd Beg quality that everybody's used to. Take a look at this blade steel too. Let me see if I can get a close-up of the Damascus pattern. There you can see it almost looks like a bunch of whirlpools or like the number 6 or 9 repeated over and over if you take a look at it. But look at the grind. Very deep hollow, beautiful swedge, and the fuller is gorgeous and polished as well. You can see the liners have been anodized bronze and blue, and then the carbon inlaid and then polished. Super high shine. The lock bar cutout is on the inside, and you can see the pocket clip again. There you can see the bronze and blue, pretty clear, pretty freaking awesome. And then there's the bronze or copper lightning strike carbon fiber. And then, you guys, honestly, this knife is, the styling of it and the materials chosen and the colors is not actually my first pick. It's a little flashy and busy for my taste, but I love it. I get it. There's something about Todd Beg knives that are kind of pushing the art knife. If you take a look at his body of Todd's work, he does a lot of art knives and like fantasy knives. So it's inevitable that kind of spills over into his custom work, you know, as well, that kind of fantasy style knife. And this by no means is a fantasy knife. It's a traditional Quaken style, you know, where the blade hides completely inside the handle. There's 0 blade showing, so it's beautiful. But he really takes finishing and materials to a whole nother level. You know, normally I'm drawn to like darker colors or just plain tie handles or plain carbon fiber, but the contrast between all the different materials is what makes this knife just stunning, in my opinion. And I really wanted to share it with you guys just because, honestly, it's pretty rare. I looked online on YouTube for reviews of custom Quakens, and I found just a handful of videos from, you know, the usual dudes that are in the custom game world. So I figured, hell, we'll take another look at it. But it is a beautiful piece, beautiful piece. Absolutely gorgeous. I actually found this knife in, if you look at Todd Beg's Instagram feed, you could see like work in progress and then a finished video of it, and it's amazing, truly amazing. I'm stoked to have it in the collection. I think it's beautiful, unique shape, something about these two things too. I mean, you can even open the knife like slowly and deploy it like quietly. It's just an all-around badass knife. Super smooth. I mean, I don't know, Todd Begg's been sticking with the IKBS for a long time, and he's got it dialed in. Absolutely smooth. You cannot feel the detent ball rubbing on the blade. It's just glass. Olive oil on glass, fellas. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous piece. We'll look at the lock side. It's a liner lock, so both sides are symmetrical. Just stunning work. The attention to detail that Todd Beg does on his customs is, and for that matter, even his mid-techs is amazing, but his customs, where it's his hands on him only, truly amazing. There's the standoffs for the pocket clip. Absolutely beautiful piece. And then we'll take one quick look at the Steelcraft version from Reate Knives. Even the same inlay shape, but it's just milled in. Blade shape is identical. Identical. One is hand ground, one is machine ground, and Reate kind of nailed it. It's literally identical as far as profile. Sharpness, equally as sharp. This one is a frame lock, so you do see it different, but he did finish the lock bar with the faux inlay, I guess. Same pocket clip with the ceramic ball. All around, great work, honestly. He did a good job emulating the custom. So, there you go, focus. But guys, I wanted to share this with you. Pretty rare stuff. Not so much this one, but I would get this for a daily carry, guys. It's a great EDC knife, very large. But this guy right here is the bad boy. So, again, this is the Todd Beg full custom Quaken. Damasteel and silver twill carbon and regular carbon. Beautiful piece. Absolutely gorgeous piece. And this is the production version of it as well. So thanks for coming in. If you have any questions, guys, hit me up in the comments. I try my best to answer everything. Again, I appreciate you always supporting the channel and all the kind words and encouragement. Throw me a like if you dug it, and if you're not subscribed, please do for more vids. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.